Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and welcome. So, when we arrived here, everything was going so smoothly, apart from one little thing that I didn't mention. I think I should mention. And that is our heating. When we used the heating in the rally, we used gas. We turned it on. Bosh, absolutely fine, no issues whatsoever. Then we went home. We didn't use the gas. We connected up to the mains, and we connected it to the mains, but we didn't use the heating at all. So we didn't turn the pump on or anything. But when we left, we switched the switch. I'll show you the switch. But we switched the main switch for the electric. That one there. We switched that to on. So we had electric in here, but we hadn't switched the pump on. So when we got to the site, we went to turn the heating on, and we had an error. I've got it on my screen over here that said E514H, and it transpires because we actually called Chipping Sodbury Caravans to find out what the problem was, and they were really good. That was like 3:30 on a Friday afternoon of an August bank holiday weekend. So. And they responded and they told us, they said, what you've got to do, before you switch the power off, or before you disconnect your power, you've got to make sure you switch the hourly heating off. So to switch your hourly heating off, I believe you just press that button, the main button, hold it in, and that will turn it off. Right, so you've got to switch it off first. If you don't switch it off, then what it will do is it will generate that error code when you try and use it the next time. So what we were told to do was switch off the heating, leave it off, switch off the heating, switch off the power, the main switch, so switch off the pump, switch off the main power switch, turn it back on again, turn on the pump, turn on the Truma, and then leave it 15 minutes to reset itself. And yeah, after 15 minutes, the error disappeared. The other thing also was that our first trip away was to a rally where we didn't have electric hookup, so we were using everything. We were using our leisure battery for everything and gas. So all our heating was on gas. What we found is if you're powering your heating with gas, you get kind of immediate hot water. But the one thing I think, I'm right in saying this, please comment below if I'm wrong, but if you're using your electric hookup, the hot water isn't immediate. So it means that it's like an immersion heater. That I think you can press boost and it will heat up quicker. But if you just set it hot, you need to leave it a while for the hot water to, the water to heat up and then, be available. So yeah, just be aware of that. What else? Oh yeah, in the testing of the getting the hot water up, we pretty much used, I don't know, at least half, if not 3/4 of an aqua. So it meant that last night, so we'd arrived in the afternoon, we did a whole load of testing and getting the water set up. In the evening, like tea time, I had to go and empty the waste master, fill up the aqua roll again, just to make sure we're good for the evening, which I find, if I'm honest, early evening is probably a good time to empty your waste master, fill up your aqua roll. So it means that you're not going to get caught unawares in the morning. And also, even though we've got the toilet block over there, middle of the night, you don't want to go walking over there, so we're using the Thetford toilet that we've got. I think it's good to, if you're just using the Thetford toilet, to kind of empty that at tea time as well, so you're not caught unaware overnight. There we go. I'm no expert. This is just from my experience of a couple of trips away. But yeah, the error message got us a little bit. And what we also found was that it was scrolling through each of your settings and going through again and going through again. So once everything's all good and peachy, you should have just your time as we've got there. We also had an exclamation mark at the bottom centre as well. So yeah, well, as you can see, I've opened this as well. This is a really good bottle of wine. I think it was from Aldi's. It's Chapter and Verse Shiraz. I've had the Chapter and Verse Merlot before. That was good. The Shiraz is ace. The biggest problem is we haven't got any wine glasses, but we've got this big, thick, I'll show you, these big, thick, like gin glasses. But these glasses are so big, you could probably fit half a bottle in one of these glasses. So be aware. Excuse me, that's the burger. Drink responsibly. Don't spill it. And on that note, I'll say ta-ra for now. Sort out your error codes on your Truma heating. Get a decent bottle of red wine. I think that's decent. People will probably go, no, that's not decent. I think it's very nice. It's very nice red wine. What have I been doing? Oh yeah, all afternoon. So Mrs. B, she wanted to go into Cirencester to have a look around some of the posh shops. I'm not into shopping, so it was kind of, I could have gone into Cirencester and found a pub and rocked up, but Max didn't really want to walk. Look at Max. Does that look like a walking doggy for you? Does that look like a greyhound? Does that look like a sheepdog that's designed for long distances? No, 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 no. Nor am I. So we stayed in the caravan for the afternoon. Mrs. B walked into Cirencester. I've just been editing videos all afternoon, so the last probably 3 videos that you're going to see would have been edited this afternoon whilst Mrs. B was shopping in Cirencester. And this is ace. I got my laptop. Let's make sure there's nothing incriminating on there. Yes, there's my laptop. My ROG Strix laptop connected into the power socket down there. It's all working perfectly. So I think Mrs. B's crashing and banging. I think she's doing the washing up. We're going to have some tea. I think we've got stir fry for tea tonight. Your darling? Wash the Cadillac again. So I think we're having a stir fried chicken on the Cadillac later on. So
it's a good job we're not using the barbecue bit.
it is.
Oh, that's a good tip, isn't it?
What's that? Use the paella dish.
If you've got a Cadillac, get the paella dish and do all your cooking on that instead of the griddle bit, because it's the paella dish is non-stick, so it's easier to clean quickly.
It is.
And it's less messy.
It is. We're going to be living on it.
So I don't know what they call it.
What?
The barbecue. Dish. The actual
yeah, the barbecue plate is difficult to
We're
clean.
going to keep for home because it gets really crusty and it's quite heavy as well.
Yeah.
So absolutely. That's cool. What we decided.
There you go, babes. Do you want to say goodbye to the internet?
Cleaned your coffee cup.
Thank you, darling.
Bye.
There we go. Yeah, so use a paella dish, sort out your Truma heating, but change your life. See you on the next one. Say goodbye, Max. Bye-bye, everybody.
He's gone back to sleep.
He's gone back to sleep. Bye.